You'll spend nearly one-third of your life asleep, roughly 26 years, give or take. But what if I told you that despite all those hours in bed, most people still don't really understand what sleep is? I didn't either. For years, I struggled with inconsistent sleep, thinking it was just bad luck or stress. That was until I read Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. It didn't just explain sleep, it changed the way I approached it entirely. Because once you truly understand what's happening when you sleep, you can start making changes that improve your focus, your mood, and honestly, your entire life. Let's start at the root of it all, what sleep actually is, and how your body cycles through the night. The sleep journey, not just shutting down. Sleep isn't just turning off. It's a highly coordinated, deeply intelligent process. Matthew Walker called it Mother Nature's best effort against death. And the more I learned about what actually happens each night, the more that line made sense. Every night, when you drift off, you begin a 90-minute journey, a cycle that repeats itself until morning. Whether you wake up refreshed or wrecked depends on how well you move through each stage of that cycle. It starts with stage 1, the gateway to slumber. It's light, fleeting, you're dipping your toes into unconsciousness. You'll stay here less than 10 minutes. If someone calls your name, you'll likely wake up, confused but aware. Then comes stage 2, what I like to call the fortress of silence. Your body temperature drops, heart rate slows, muscles relax, and in your brain? Magic. You produce sleep spindles and K-complexes, short bursts that shield you from external noise and help process memories. If you've ever slept through city traffic or a barking dog, you can thank this stage. Next, you descend into stage 3 and 4, deep sleep. This is the land of restoration. Growth hormones are released, tissues repair, your immune system reboots. And here's something I learned the hard way. If you don't get enough deep sleep, no amount of 8 hours will leave you feeling rested. I used to sleep long but still wake up sore and sluggish. When I tracked it, deep sleep was barely happening. But the most surreal part of the night happens next. REM sleep, the theater of dreams. Your brain lights up with activity. Your eyes dart beneath closed lids. And your muscles are temporarily paralyzed so you don't act out your dreams. This is where your creativity ignites, your emotional balance resets, and your memories solidify. And crucially, REM comes mostly in the second half of the night. This is where most people go wrong. They think shaving off a couple hours is no big deal, but that's not how sleep works. Each 90-minute cycle balances deep and REM sleep differently. Early in the night, deep sleep dominates. Later in the night, REM sleep increases. So when you cut your sleep from 8 to 6 hours, you're not just losing time. You're potentially missing up to 70% of your REM sleep. When I saw this on my sleep tracker, it shocked me. No wonder I was forgetful, impatient, and creatively blocked. Losing REM doesn't just affect your night, it compromises your entire day. Sleep is a biological journey, not a break. So next time you close your eyes, realize you're not escaping the world. You're entering a carefully crafted journey your body needs. From muscle repair to memory consolidation, from emotional regulation to dreaming. Every phase of your sleep cycle has a job to do, and skipping it comes at a cost. Now that you understand the rhythm, it's time to meet the two forces that drive your sleep. Your biological clock and a little molecule called adenosine. They work in tandem, pulling you gently towards sleep, or keeping you wide awake when you wish you weren't. And they're what we'll explore next. Now that you understand the architecture of sleep, its stages, purpose, and rhythms, you might wonder, what actually causes you to feel sleepy in the first place? Why is it that some nights your eyes slam shut at 10 p.m., and other nights, you're wide awake at 2 a.m., scrolling your phone in frustration? Sleep doesn't happen by accident. It's powered by two internal forces, constantly shaping your level of alertness and fatigue. Your circadian rhythm, your body's natural clock, and a little molecule called adenosine, your biological sleep pressure. Let's decode both, because once you understand how they work, you can start working with them, not against them. Circadian rhythm, your body's internal clock. Every living creature has one, even plants. In humans, your circadian rhythm is like a 24-hour operating system that regulates your sleep-wake cycle, body temperature, hormone production, appetite, energy, and even mood. It's governed by a part of your brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, SCN, a tiny structure in the hypothalamus that uses light as its master signal. Here's the key. Morning sunlight resets your rhythm. Darkness triggers your body to prepare for sleep. For most of us, our natural rhythm is just over 24 hours, about 24 hours and 15 minutes. Left alone in constant darkness, your body would gradually shift out of sync. But exposure to daylight every morning recalibrates the clock, keeping you aligned with the day. Eli's note. When I started getting direct sunlight within 30 minutes of waking, my energy improved dramatically. Just 10 to 15 minutes outside, no sunglasses, helped me fall asleep faster that night. Simple, but powerful. Melatonin, the sleep messenger. You've probably heard of melatonin. It's a hormone your brain produces at night. But here's the catch. Melatonin doesn't make you sleep. It simply signals your body that it's time to wind down. It's like dimming the lights before a movie starts. The actual falling asleep process still depends on other systems, especially adenosine. Adenosine, the pressure to sleep. Adenosine is the other half of the equation. It's a chemical that accumulates in your brain while you're awake. The longer you're awake, the more adenosine builds up, and the sleepier you feel. Think of it like sand in an hourglass. Every waking hour adds more grains, and eventually, the weight pulls you down towards sleep. Now, enter caffeine. That glorious morning cup of coffee? It doesn't give you energy, it blocks your brain's adenosine receptors. You're still tired underneath, it's just that your brain can't feel the sleepiness. The problem? Caffeine's half-life is 5 to 7 hours. That means if you drink coffee at 3 p.m., half of it may still be in your system at 9 to 10 p.m., actively delaying sleep. Eli's note. I used to drink coffee at 4 p.m. and wonder why I was tossing and turning till 2 a.m. Now, I cut off caffeine by 11 a.m., and my deep sleep scores improved within days. How the two systems work together. Your circadian rhythm tells you when to sleep. Your adenosine level tells you how badly you need to. In an ideal situation, they align. At night, your circadian rhythm says, it's bedtime, and adenosine is peaking. But when they're out of sync, like when you've stayed up late with bright screens, or taken a long nap at 5 p.m., your rhythm gets confused, and the adenosine pressure drops too early. That's why timing matters. You don't just need enough sleep, you need it at the right time. Chronotypes. Your sleep style is genetic. Not everyone's clock runs the same. Some people are natural morning larks. They feel most alert at sunrise. Others are night owls, biologically wired to peak in the evening. This isn't laziness, it's genetics. Society often praises early risers and shames late sleepers, but both chronotypes are natural and valid. The key is to structure your life, where possible, in harmony with your inner rhythm. Eli's note. I'm a late chronotype. For years, I thought I was just undisciplined. But once I accepted that my body naturally wakes later and shifted my schedule accordingly, I stopped fighting myself and started sleeping better. Use your clock, don't fight it. Understanding these two systems, circadian rhythm and adenosine, can change everything. They control your energy, your sleep timing, your mood, your productivity. You can fight them with screens, stimulants, and stress. Or you can work with them, using light, timing, and habits to guide your body into deeper, more restorative sleep. And that's exactly what we'll do in the next part of this series. Now that you understand your internal sleep systems, let's talk strategy. It's one thing to know how sleep works. It's another to build habits that support it. In this part, we'll go through the first 2 of 5 core strategies I've used to dramatically improve my sleep, based on Matthew Walker's research and my personal experience. Let's start with what you put in your body and when. 1. Diet and substances. What you consume consumes you. If sleep is a fragile ecosystem, food, fluids, and stimulants are either nurturing or disrupting it. Let's break it down. Food. You want your digestive system to wind down before your brain does. Eating a heavy meal right before bed is like asking your stomach to run a factory while your brain is trying to power off. That means more internal activity, disrupted sleep, and possible indigestion. Aim to finish dinner 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. Personally, I used to snack right up until lights out. Once I stopped, I noticed fewer wake-ups and less tossing. And don't forget posture. Lying down right after eating makes digestion harder. Let your body process while you're upright. Fluids. Nighttime bathroom trips? The result of late hydration. If you're drinking lots of water or tea right before bed, you're increasing the odds of interrupted sleep. It might seem harmless, but even 1-3 a.m. wake-up can knock you out of a deep sleep phase and leave you foggy the next day. Cut off most fluids 2 hours before sleep. That one habit changed my night significantly. Caffeine. This one's huge. Caffeine is a sleep killer in disguise. You may think you're immune to coffee, but science disagrees. Caffeine blocks adenosine, that chemical we talked about earlier. the one that builds sleep pressure. And caffeine's effects last. The half-life is 5 to 7 hours, meaning that a 3 p.m. coffee can still affect your brain at 10 p.m. Eli's rule: no caffeine after 11 a.m. It's strict, but I saw an almost immediate boost in deep sleep quality. Nicotine. If you're a smoker, know that nicotine is also a stimulant. It keeps your brain alert and reduces time spent in deep and REM sleep. Even if you fall asleep faster, the sleep you're getting is lighter and less restorative. Alcohol. Here's the tricky one. Many people use alcohol as a sedative. A drink helps me relax. And yes, alcohol might help you fall asleep faster, but it destroys your sleep quality. It suppresses REM sleep, the most important phase for creativity, emotional regulation, and memory consolidation. When I wore my sleep tracker after drinking just 2 to 3 glasses of wine, the data was clear. REM was almost gone. Sedation isn't sleep. Don't confuse the two. 2. Timing. Train your clock. You already have an internal sleep schedule. The question is, are you working with it or against it? Consistency is everything. Going to bed at 10 p.m. one night and 1 a.m. the next confuses your body. You're breaking the rhythm your brain depends on to regulate melatonin release and body temperature. Pick a bedtime and stick to it, even on weekends. Eli's note: once I made my bedtime consistent, 11 p.m. every night, I fell asleep faster and woke up more refreshed, even if total sleep time stayed the same. Naps. Naps are powerful, but if you nap too late in the day, you steal adenosine and reduce your sleep pressure at night. Rule of thumb: no naps after 3 p.m. Early afternoon naps can boost alertness. Evening naps may sabotage your ability to fall asleep at night. Train your system, don't test it. You don't have to be perfect. But the more consistent your food, stimulant use, and timing become, the more your body learns what to expect and rewards you with better sleep. It's about rhythm, about sending the right signals at the right time. And if you're wondering what the next layer is, it's what surrounds you, your light exposure, and your sleep environment. We'll dive into both in the next part. You've fixed your timing. You've watched your coffee. Now it's time to look at your surroundings. Your environment speaks to your biology. And every light, screen, sound, and temperature is a message, either saying stay alert or relax, it's time to sleep. In this part, we'll talk about 2 key elements: light exposure and how it programs your brain, and your bedroom environment, the space that should feel like a temple of rest. 1. Light exposure, your brain's wake-sleep switch. Your body clock is reset by light, especially natural light. It's your strongest cue for when to be alert and when to power down. Morning light equals energy booster. Getting sunlight within 30 minutes of waking helps reset your circadian rhythm. It suppresses melatonin, your sleep hormone, lifts alertness, and anchors your energy for the day. Eli's habit. I aim to step outside every morning, even just for 10 minutes. No sunglasses, just real light. It signals my brain, day has begun. This one habit alone made falling asleep at night easier and more consistent. Evening light equals sleep destroyer. As the sun goes down, your body wants darkness. That's how melatonin production begins naturally. But in our modern world, we're surrounded by artificial blue light, from phones, laptops, TVs, LED lights. Blue light tells your brain it's still daytime, even when it's 11 p.m. Here's the shocking part. LED screens don't just mimic sunlight. They often emit an unnaturally concentrated band of blue light, sharper than sunlight itself. And worse, we use them inches from our eyes. How to fight the blue light battle? Here's how I've reduced the damage. Night mode on all devices. Most phones and laptops have night shift or eye comfort features. Turn them on from sunset to sunrise. Blue light glasses. I wear True Dark glasses at night. They block almost all blue light. And yes, they make the room feel dim and orange. But they work. No screens 1 hour before bed. This was hard at first. Now, it's non-negotiable. I use that hour for stretching, journaling, or reading a physical book. 2. Sleep environment. Designed for rest, not activity. Train your brain. Bedroom equals sleep only. If your bedroom is where you work, scroll, snack, and binge Netflix, your brain will associate that space with everything but sleep. To fix this, make your bedroom sacred. Let it send one clear signal. Here, we rest. Eli's tip. I stopped using my phone in bed. Just that small change made my body associate bed with winding down, not stimulation. Darkness equals melatonin's best friend. Any light in your bedroom, even from a tiny LED, can confuse your body. Complete darkness is best. Try these. Blackout curtains, especially if you live in the city. Sleep masks, if you can't block the windows. Remove all glowing electronics or cover them with tape. When your room mimics cave-like darkness, your brain starts releasing melatonin as it's designed to do. Comfort equals less stress, faster sleep. Don't underestimate your bed. Choose a comfortable mattress and pillow for your body type. Keep your sheets clean and breathable. And if you haven't tried it, look into a weighted blanket. I was skeptical. Then I tried a 20-pound weighted blanket, and it changed everything. It's like being gently hugged into stillness. I fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. Temperature equals the hidden sleep saboteur. Your body temperature naturally drops as you fall asleep. So a cool environment supports that process. Ideal sleep temperature? Around 65 degrees Fahrenheit, 18.3 degrees Celsius. If your room is too warm, your body will struggle to enter deep sleep. Invest in a fan, open a window, or try a cooling mattress pad if needed. Eli's hack. I take a warm shower 1 hour before bed. When I step out, the sudden drop in body temperature triggers drowsiness. Let your space be a cue, not a conflict. Your bedroom should do half the work for you. You shouldn't have to try to sleep. Your environment should gently guide you there. Dark, cool, quiet, comfortable, predictable, and most importantly, intentional. In the final part, we'll talk about what you bring to the bed, your mindset, your habits, your rituals. Because sometimes, the biggest obstacle to sleep is us. Now we've covered your timing, your light, your room, but there's one final piece. You. Because at the end of the day, your thoughts, behaviors, and emotions are what you bring to bed. And for many of us, that's where the problem really starts. If your mind is racing, your emotions unprocessed, your day unresolved, no blackout curtain can fix that. So let's talk about 5 powerful ways you can calm your system and make sleep a natural response again. 1. Move your body, not just your mind. Regular physical activity improves sleep quality. Fact. Just 30 minutes of moderate exercise on most days helps reduce stress and increase deep sleep. But timing matters. Avoid intense workouts within 2 to 3 hours of bedtime. Exercising too late keeps your core temperature and adrenaline high, delaying the onset of sleep. Eli's tip. I schedule workouts in the late morning. It gives me energy during the day and calm at night. 2. Create a pre-sleep ritual. You need a wind-down window, a clear transition from stimulation to rest. This isn't just preference, it's programming. When your body gets used to certain cues, like reading a book or stretching, it begins to anticipate sleep automatically. Mine is simple. I dim the lights, drink herbal tea, read fiction, and stretch for 10 minutes. Find what works for you, but keep it screen-free, slow, and consistent. 3. Use body temperature to trigger drowsiness. Here's a science-backed hack. Take a warm bath or shower 1 to 2 hours before bed. It sounds counterintuitive, but when you step out of the warm water, your body temperature drops quickly, mimicking the natural drop that triggers sleep onset. Every time I've done this, I fall asleep faster. It's like hitting the body's sleep mode switch. 4. If you can't sleep, don't force it. This one changed everything for me. For years, I'd lie in bed frustrated, trying to will myself to sleep. It only made things worse. Walker suggests, if you're awake after 20 to 30 minutes, get out of bed. Go to another room. Do something quiet and non-stimulating. Wait until sleepiness returns, then go back. Why? Because staying in bed while anxious trains your brain to associate your bed with stress, not sleep. 5. Track it, so you can improve it. You can't change what you don't measure. Using a sleep tracker doesn't have to be obsessive. It's simply a way to spot trends. When you sleep best, what throws you off? What helps? I use a Fitbit Charge 5. Others love the Oura Ring or Apple Watch. Choose what fits you, but be curious. Data can reveal what your feelings miss. You are not broken. You are not bad at sleeping. You may just build a life, a routine, and a mindset that makes sleep difficult. The good news? You can rebuild, night by night, step by step, gently. Sleep is not something you chase. It's something you allow. When your body feels safe, your mind uncluttered, and your environment aligned. Sleep arrives like a friend, not a fight. So here's my question to you. Which of these 5 habits will you try tonight? Drop a comment below. Let's help each other grow. Like the video if it brought you value. Subscribe if you want more mind-body tools. And share this with someone who needs rest more than they realize. You've just finished the ultimate sleep guide. I hope this wasn't just a video, but the beginning of your sleep revolution. Good night, and good luck. Eli.